Farina is a pretty extraordinary spot. Once a hub of activity as cameleers mixed with stockmen, putting cattle on the trains to Adelaide. It's now a ghost town.
So this is the rear of the Transcontinental Hotel. It's been a building for all the shepherds and drovers that used to come into Farina, look after 30,000 head of cattle every year that went down to Adelaide on the train. The train is a big...
Steve Harding is the project manager at Farina.
In its day, it's been
working with a team of volunteers, trying to keep this abandoned town from disappearing into the dust.
This was the start of the Strzelecki track years ago. Just across the road over there, you could get to the track. And then the railway came through here in 1880, and we became the railhead in 1882. So once the railway came here, the little town started to grow and grow and grow. So it's up to about 340 people lived here at its peak.
The railway would pass through for another 100 years. But the town started to dwindle long before. The hot and dry conditions were just too harsh. And when the post office finally shut in the 1960s, Farina was left ignored for decades. That's until 2009, when a group of grey nomads came up with a plan to save it. By using bread.
Got a bakery, and that's our fundraiser. Without that bakery, we just couldn't survive. Every cent that's generated in the bakery goes back into Farina, the materials, and the other projects.
It's a simple idea. For 8 weeks over winter, bread baked in what was the town's original underground oven is sold to buy everything needed for the volunteers, who work in 2-week stints, stabilising the buildings.
Really, we want to show our visitors the history that Farina has. We're not commercial. We don't really want to make this a commercial venture. This is a historical venture.
We just like the history involved in the place and the stonework. We've always been keen on stonework. I think we can't get it out of our blood now, Heather. We tried to come on the same week because you get used to working with the same people. Yeah, it's lovely. I'd recommend it for anyone to give it a go.